Good morning to Dr. Jati. Today we would like to present our marketing plan on funeral home service, which is the Luna Funeral House. So before we start, I would like to introduce myself and my team members. I'm Fellicya Mengan, and here's how my team met. Carolvellen, anak Sibak, Seles, anak Richard, Claudia Lyana, and Radika, Senorita, Kinta, anak Franco. So as we can see here, we name our business as the Luna Funeral House. So de Luna is Spanish word which means of the moon. So we purposely use the words because whenever people missing someone, they will look at the moon, and that is also the reason why we use the picture of the moon for our logo.
Our main service is to provide funeral hall and transportation for customers. Basically, funeral hall is a space to hold a funeral ceremony for the convenience of the dead's family to expect their guests. Usually in this hall, guests will give their final respect and do prayers together for the dead. Whereby to transport a dead body, only certain vehicle can be used, which is why we provide van for customers' transportation. Upon that services, we also want to offer the customer with coffin as complimentary service if needed by the customer's choice. Coffin are only available as an add-on option for customer because usually customer might have someone else like family or friends to donate for the coffin. Given the diversified and unique culture of Sarawaki native, we also want to open a 24-hour canteen for customers that want to serve food for their guests. The funeral service is segmented into geographic, demographic, and behavioral segmentation. As for geographic segment, we decided to segment our funeral service into Bintulu, Sarawak. Until 2022, there are 178,646 population of people in Bintulu with 89.73 per square kilometer density. Bintulu district is the fourth largest town in Sarawak. The next segmentation for our service is demographic. In terms of social status, we are aiming to the upper middle and upper class of the community, which generates middle to high income in Bintulu. Our service focuses on our segment to the non-Muslim community in Bintulu. The reason we don't focus on Muslim customer is because average Muslim funeral ceremony lasts for 30 to 60 minutes only. Muslim funeral ceremony held for shorter time, so the Muslim normally prefer to do the ceremony to be held in their house. Moving to the last segment, which is behavioral segment, people who would go for this kind of service are usually the people who don't like to have any kind of event or occasion such as funeral ceremony to be held at their own home. These people think it is tedious, so they prefer utilizing the funeral house service better for their own convenience. For market trends, there are no competitor in funeral sector in Bintulu district. This situation advantage our business as the one and only to offer this kind of service. According to a statistic from the United Nations World Population Prospects, death rate in Malaysia will continue to grow. On top of that, population of the non-Muslim are far greater than the Muslim, which increases our potential customer and profitability. From the aspect of competitors, we are fortunate because there are no company offer funeral service in Bintulu yet. Venturing out our business in Bintulu would make us the only choice to go for if customer needed such services we offer.
Our business target market is inspired from Matt Mansky on 2022, in which he stated that funeral home does not limit their target market regardless of their age. This is because death is unexpected. Hence, it means when the parent or elder dies, the funeral planning will fall to their children. This is whereby their children are working adults. However, if the younger generation dies, means their parents or related relatives will be dealing with the funeral manager. Noted that Matt Mansky is the National Funeral Home Manager in US. For our business positioning, it is also inspired by Matt Mansky, in which he expressed that the most successful transaction of funeral home when there is precise communication between parties that involve. This is whereby the communication process is confidential, organized, and efficient between the seller and the buyer. Firstly, under confidential, basically it talks about the funeral manager should keep the records, whether it's financial records, medical records of the clients, as secret. Otherwise, the funeral manager will be sued. Plus, we also will ensure that our business is organized. Alright, so what makes our businesses different from others is basically when the client does not have any experience, even when their loved one dies. So we will give briefing for them on the process of funeral so that they will get the clear vision about it. Besides that, we also provide consultation for them, like giving comfort words even after the ceremony of the funeral, and keep in touch with them. Apart from that, for our business efficient, it is defined as the ability to achieve end goal with minimum or without wasting of time, money, effort, or energy. This is also what is stated by Carolvellen Benton on 2022. As our business is new to the market, so we utilize the power of social media in order to promote our business. Along with that, we also will post the feedback or testimony from our clients about our service. By doing this, the customer will be easy to looking for the selection of service of funeral home they can choose.
Next is marketing mix strategy. A marketing mix strategy is a marketing tool used by a company to produce the desired response from its target market. Marketing mix can be classified as 4P. The first P is product. The Luna Funeral House is a service that provided a place for the family of the deceased to gather and give their last respect and pray together for the deceased. The Luna Funeral House have provided the funeral hall, van, coffin, and also provide a fridge for the dead body. A canteen is also available there if customers feel hungry while at the Luna Funeral House. Next is price. Cost plus pricing is a method used by the Luna Funeral House. This strategy is where the price of the service is determined by calculating the unit cost of the product and service that we give. So, the price we set for the 3-day rental or using the Luna Funeral House services is only 8,000. Payment will be 8 if there are customers who want to use this service more than 3 days. However, the price we give is very reasonable price for each service provided, so that all customers who come are satisfied with our service and get their money worth. Next is promotion. Social media such as TikTok, Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram are used by these businesses to promote and advertise services to potential customers. We choose this type of customer engagement strategy because It is more practical, saves times, and does not require a lot of money to implement advertising. Next is word of mouth. We will make sure our customers are satisfied with our service and love it so much that they make our business their daily dialogue. The last bit is place. The Luna Funeral House is direct selling, where it will sell directly to potential customer. This business will be conducted in Bintulu, Sarawak. We choose a strategic place to run this business to attract more customer. In Bintulu is a good place for this service because they have no competitors.
There are two types of service packages that the Luna Funeral House offer for the customer. For the first package, which is package A, we will provide the funeral home, fridge and transportation. Meanwhile, full package, we will provide the funeral home, fridge, transportation and the coffin. Basically, package A is our basic service that we offer for our customer. To differentiate our services with other funeral home services is our features and functionality. The Luna Funeral Home provide a 24 hours mini mart where customers that rent our place can buy any food and beverages from our mini mart to serve their guests. Besides that, we also provide a place for the customer to put their catering. This is because we found out that other services did not provide any of these services in the funeral home. By providing these services, it makes the customer easier.
There are two challenges or risks that we may face in running this business. First is that it is difficult to gain the public trust. This business is relatively new in Bintulu, so it took a long time to gain their business. In addition, the price we charge may be quite expensive for low-income families. Although the price we set is quite reasonable, there are also a few families who cannot afford to pay this price.
Last but not least, so this is our action plan. So each of us have their own part. So there are 5 plans of activities that we're going to do.